We can review from the Ingraham angle segment tonight. Something good turned into something bad. A Super Bowl advertisement for Cheerios features a nice family scene.
Hey, Gracie. You know how our family has Daddy and Mommy?
And me.
Yeah, that's right. Pretty soon, you're gonna have a baby brother.
And a puppy.
Deal.
Well, after seeing that ad, here's what MSNBC's official Twitter account put out there. Quote, maybe the right wing will hate it, but everyone else will go, "Aw, the adorable new Cheerios ad with the biracial family," unquote. Now, for a cable news network to officially sanction something like that is simply deplorable. And now, of course, MSNBC has apologized, saying, quote, earlier this account tweeted an offensive line about the Cheerios ad. We deeply regret it. It does not reflect the position of MSNBC. But as we all know, it happens almost every week over at that place. They're constantly apologizing for personal and vicious attacks. Joining us now from Washington, Laura Ingraham, who herself is the head of a mixed-race family. Now, they fired the person who tweeted that. Yeah. But, you know, I don't even think it's that person's fault, and here's why. The culture over there, we just finished talking about how the culture is keeping African Americans in some areas poor. And the culture over there is, let's hate conservatives. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think it's a one-upsmanship that's going on over at MSNBC. It seems like every week we're talking about another controversy over there. Someone says something really boneheaded, hateful, vile. Remember, it was the Christmas card, the Romney Christmas card a couple of weeks back, where something doesn't belong there, and I think that was on one of the cables. I think it was MSNBC.
Yeah, it was MSNBC. It was the black child that had been adopted by the Romney family in the picture, and then they made fun. But look, you have been a victim of it. We're not going to go over that. We're not going to. Everybody knows. Comcast, that owns NBC, knows this is one after the next, after the next, after the next.
Yeah, and Bill, we've pointed out before that the Comcast CEO has raised a lot of money for President Obama. Had it,
but he
Obamas,
can't lie. That's
to
Roberts,
his house.
Right? He doesn't like this stuff. I'm sitting here just aghast.
If you don't like it, Bill, then why? If they don't like it, then why does it continue? So if this would never happen, okay? This would never happen at a place like Fox. It wouldn't be a culture where you know you disagree, you have disagreements, but it doesn't rise to this level. I will tell you, Bill, I think what's going on here is the more desperate the left becomes, the more it becomes obvious that liberalism just isn't working, the more vile and vicious they turn. And I don't think they can even stop themselves. It's like a Pavlovian response. Otherwise, they're going to have to talk about how the country is turning against Obamacare and Obama's policies, and they don't like what he's doing to the country. They can't do that. So it's, okay, they're racist. They don't like brown-skinned people. Immigration, opposition is all racist. I mean, this is where it's all going to go because they have nothing else. They're out of tricks in their bag of tricks. And this is the last card. They always drop it. And I'm glad Phil Griffin apologized. But something is really unhinged over there.
Something's
wrong.
Up. No doubt about it. Yeah. Now, you've adopted 3 children from Central America, right?
My daughter's from Guatemala, and my 2 sons are from Russia. So
from Russia, okay.
We have kind of a crazy mix at our house. But it's fun.
But I think most Americans respect you for doing that. You saved 3 babies. You brought them to America, and now they're going to get a chance at a great life, whereas in Guatemala, with all due respect, a very poor country, impoverished, Russia's chaotic. And I think that more and more Americans are celebrating, you know, this kind of a situation, which is why the Cheerios commercial is a positive for...
That's great.
Yeah.
And why can't we just all be happy? There's actually a family.
Why does it have to be used that way? Right.
I mean, I don't know how you get from that commercial to that comment, except they're desperate because liberalism is having a really bad several years, okay? So that's why they're upset. I think it's really about them hating what's going on to their movement versus what they really probably even think
So the
about.
commercial's just a vehicle to vent in general. That's probably the case. So. Right, okay. All right, Laura, thanks very much. We appreciate it. Directly ahead. Big pro-marijuana ads outside the Super Bowl stadium in New Jersey We'll talk with a doctor to see what he thinks about the claim that pot is safe. Later, Joe Namath, Super Bowl legend, will tell us whether the glory was worth the physical price he is paying for having been a National Football League player. Those reports after these messages.